Okay, I'm Gerry Snyder, Senior Project Manager. Before I came to work for G. Johnson, I was working with Hensel Phelps as an estimator, and everybody at Hensel Phelps knew Gil Johnson because he was vice president at Hensel Phelps before he started G. Johnson Construction Company, and everybody had a lot of respect for Gil. And when we'd go up against Gil on a hard bid project, the guys would all say, "We're going to get beat. Gil will kick us." And sure enough, that happened. And I was looking for an opportunity to get with a growing company that had a great reputation. And so I sent a resume to G. Johnson and interviewed with Gil Johnson and all the vice presidents at that time, and went to work for the company in June of 1975. Working with Gil, when I started and throughout the years, Gil was extremely well respected in the construction industry and by all of us employees. He was a driver, he was a pusher, goal-oriented, all business, no nonsense kind of guy. And we worked hard, he worked hard. We would estimate, we would run projects during the day and then estimate and do takeoff at night and on weekends, put in a lot of hours, but we were well compensated for our work. He took care of us, Gil took care of us. The other thing, that stands out about Gil was we used to call him the gunslinger. If you had a question about how do you want to deal with this or that, you go in, lay out the problem or the question to Gil, bam! He would give you the answer like that, and you're off and running, and we would execute and move on. My most memorable project was the neutral particle beam ground test accelerator in Los Alamos, New Mexico at the Los Alamos National Laboratories. Hard bid, very challenging job for the government. We had to cut into this hillside, which was rock excavation, construct a 480-foot long cut and covered tunnel, and just outside that tunnel was a wall, a concrete wall that was 8 foot thick and approximately 60 feet high, and it was like building a dam. And the concrete was high density concrete, which is 450 pounds a cubic foot, which is 3 times what regular concrete weighs. We imported aggregates from Canada and South America. We had an on-site batch plant to do all these pours. So it was a tough job, a challenging job. We self-performed all the concrete and the excavation work with our own forces. And we went into the job tight because it was hard bid. And by the end of the job, we were able to manage the risk, and we almost tripled our fee. Our values are all extremely important to me and set us apart from the competition, especially safety, but the one that resonates most with me is integrity. We're all going to make mistakes as we go through our projects and whatever we're trying to accomplish, and if we own up to our mistakes, put them out on the table, and take care of them, even if they're costly. They're real costly sometimes. That we take care of our problems, we move ahead, and it's incredible how that builds long-lasting relationships and strong relationships, and it builds trust with whoever we're working for. So that's the most important value to me. I'm most proud of our team, the G. Johnson team that's working on the Pikes Peak Summit Complex. The carpenters, the laborers, our earthworks operators, our field engineers, our logistics drivers, our safety professionals, and our superintendents and project engineers, and everyone that's up on that project fighting through the elements every day. That's what I'm most proud of. And the other thing I'm really proud of is we just have passed the 500-day mark. We've worked over 500 days without a recordable lost time injury, and that's an extreme accomplishment, working up there on top of the peak at that altitude, and I'm extremely proud of that.